Hey guys, Magnus here, bringing you another video, and of course this is going to be reviewing the new episode tie-in. This is the episode tie-in we're going to get before Halloween, so it'll be this little episode tie-in, and after this we shall get Halloween, which I predicted something like this would happen. I presumed it would be a small little event, and in effect this is, although it is an episode tie-in, it is kind of like a small little event at the same time. So of course this is the episode tie-in for Monty Burns, which is Monty Burns Fleeing Circus, sorry. And essentially this is the, I think they call it like the battle, I don't know what it was like the battle of businesses or something like that. It's a tad bit like my restaurant idea that I had, which I kind of wish they did it. Battle of the brands, sorry. I kind of wish they maybe did it, but there's a lot of buildings that they're actually adding in this, a lot of new buildings, and of one new cool character, who's a new character to the Simpsons as well. So we'll get into it. So obviously the new sort of character we get is a guy called, is it Laird? I think it's Laird Lad, and this is he's obviously the mascot for the Lard Lad. He is the Lard Lad mascot, but of course he's obviously gotten old, and that's what I'm predicting anyway, and that's what I can gather from the quest line. So he was the mascot for the Lard Lad, he was the original mascot, but obviously he grew old, and he's sort of the same sort of guy. He is a new character to the Simpsons in effect, although he's always been there as the statue, but I guess, you know, the actual person himself he is a new character. So I don't know. I think that's pretty cool. It's kind of cool way. It's a cool way to introduce the new season, and I like that. However, I wouldn't be, if it was like a normal event, I wouldn't be very happy with them adding him. There is a couple of criticisms I have against them with the buildings. But anyway, moving on, we have the same sort of format, which I'm not really too keen on. I don't really like this format so much. So essentially, we see here the Battle of the Brands Part 2, and you basically have the building there, and you basically make Homer or some other character to do something, and then you have to make other characters collect gift cards, and it takes you like 4 or 5 times in some cases to actually get the right amount of gift cards. So you have to do it over quite a long period of time. But the quest line doesn't completely end. Basically, it gives you this sort of idea that because there's a new Lard Lad that you basically end up building, so you sort of end up building this new Lard Lad, which I presume is going to be shown in the premiere of the new Simpsons episode. And basically, I think it's a pretty cool way of doing it. And they haven't revealed it, they haven't leaked it in the files either, so there's no file pictures at the minute that I have hold of that spoil what it looks like. So I'm pretty excited for that, and I like that little way of doing it. It's a pretty fun way of doing it. Although I might actually watch the premiere as well. I think I might actually watch the premiere just to see what it is, because I'm quite curious. But I like that little way. I like the little way of doing that. Next up, we have just a few of the buildings. We have the Quimby Corrupt sign, or wherever it was. We have this is the retro Lard Lads. I really like this. It's really cool. This is obviously when Dudar, the old Lard Lad guy, was there. It's a really nice looking building. And then of course we have the sort of close to complete Lard Lads there of this new Lard Lads, and also we have the Moe's Brewing Co. I just want to talk about that real briefly. I like the Moe's Brewing Co. because the fact you can place it on the Squidport. It is a Squidport building. You can place it on both land and Squidport, which I think is fair enough. You know, you have the option to put it on land. It didn't come with Sam and Larry, and that's what annoys me a little bit. I thought it was the perfect building for Sam and Larry to come with, but now Sam and Larry are going to have to come just as individual characters. They can't come with a building now because there's absolutely no other building they can come with. But I just wanted to mention that real quickly. I don't want to make too much of a fuss on it. Moving on, we have a couple of new heights buildings. Now we have the beach hideaway, which is here, which of course you can build, and it's a little thing you place on the water. It's kind of cool. It's not like it's amazing though. It's nothing too new. But in the future though, I just want to quickly go over, we are going to be getting Springfield Glen condos, which is a big condo building. We've seen it a couple of times before in The Simpsons. It's been who lives there? I'm pretty sure it was Luann that lived there, maybe. Oh no, it was a place that. Oh no, it was Lenny that lived there. And we're also getting Buccanos, or Buccanos, or whatever it's called, which I'm really excited for. However, it's kind of annoying because it doesn't really relate to the actual event, which kind of annoys me. I would have preferred if they had it in the superheroes update, to be honest, because it, you know, sort of relates books, comic books, novels, that kind of stuff. But whatever. We have many returning buildings, which is kind of cool, I guess. We have the cool Homer also returning. Yeah, which is kind of cool. And then we also have, what else do we have? Let's have a little look at my pictures. So yeah, we have that little thing. Here we have 2 other buildings here. This is the fancy, if I find it, Fancy Farms, and also we have Cinnabon, 2 pretty cool restaurants. So we also have the Springfield Bowl, which is going to be added after the Battle of the Brands Part 6, which I think is not unlocked yet. So yeah, some pretty cool stuff. Really cool event. It's a nice little event. I like the fact that they added a new character. As long as this character actually gets added, like Chester Debris. I remember Chester Debris. He the episode ended up getting axed from the season because they didn't want to show it. So Chester is like just a random character who's never been in The Simpsons. It's kind of cool in one way, but in another way it's kind of annoying, if you know what I mean. So as long as this actually is the premiere and it doesn't get axed, fair enough. All power to it. I like the idea of adding the new character in the game because it gives the game players a little preview before the actual the people who only just watch the show. I don't know. I kind of felt like maybe this update they could have added many other characters. They could have added, it's a bit similar to my restaurant idea. Like I said, it's a tad similar to that. Maybe they'll make it like an expanded version, like a sort of my sort of restaurant idea. But I'm just thinking they can add these like other people, like Sam and Larry, for example. Sam and Larry are seen in restaurants all the time. They're sort of like background characters that are seen in restaurants, so I didn't see why they couldn't add them in this event, and they could expand on their characters a little bit and say, oh, here's Sam and Larry there, they're going to check out this restaurant, they're in the brewing co, they're stealing beer in the brewing co, something like that. They could have done some fun stuff with Sam and Larry, because they're background characters primarily, and I don't know, but whatever. I overall it's an okay event. I mean, I'm not over the moon, but for an episode tie-in, I think it is pretty good. And it's kind of annoying because I've done my top 5 episode tie-ins, and this probably would have been either number 2 or maybe even number 1. This might have actually made number 1. Adding Buccaneers is pretty cool. I don't know, maybe it would have been number 1. I'll have to see. Yeah, I did a lot of buildings, which is kind of annoying. I've already made that video though, so anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, subscribe, tell me all your thoughts on the event, and I shall see you next video. Goodbye.